You have a more interesting group to see.
Hello, live.
For example, Master 3.
Do you want to watch the Master 3 race? I can change the group.
Given there are 2 people in here from that group, it would probably be more interesting.
Okay.
Just saying.
Ronek is sleeping. Not tonight. Ivan, do you have
Yes. Do I have what?
Headphone.
headphones?
I have hearings.
Oh, but you don't have a microphone there.
I think it has a microphone. You hear me from
I'm listening
from
to
this,
it,
I think.
and
We hear everything around you.
yes,
Oh,
that's a big problem. Because it's really noisy.
so probably not the best option then. I'm gonna switch out and have dinner now.
Sure.
As usual, we are having technical issues.
In Elite, I saw that Navzat is on the first place. And Jan?
Is he? Last time I checked it. No.
Oh, second. And first?
Jan is the first.
Jan is first. Okay.
Jan is leading.
On 2 pits, like Nevzat.
Yes. It seems like he's gone to defend his title this season.
He will defend his title for sure.
For sure, but with Bridge Rock and the so strong sponsors.
And you, Mato, what group are you in?
Well, I had the last 3 seasons, my second pro experience, 3 seasons, and I decided to step down to amateur for 2 seasons, and now it's the promotion seasons, amateur 84.
Okay. So you made some money, I guess.
Yes, pretty easy amateur.
Are you building a driver?
Yes, at the point as I decided to step down, few races to the end of the season, I chose my driver. About OR overall was 112 or something, and then I dropped his motivation for when I relegated to that the driver stays with me. And the first season was easy for 4th or 5th place, and now this season is going well. And but the driver will I will keep him the first few races in pro and then change it immediately.
Nice.
Because a lot of managers makes projects with drivers, taking a driver for 10 seasons. I had one experience like that for 10 seasons, but the seasons where you have to drop the motivation to wait 5 or 6 races, it's not fun for me. And now when I promote, I will directly pay something more and take another one.
That's the price you need to pay, I'm afraid. Yes. In my case, I did the way up with the driver. I had a 198 talent driver back then, and I kept it for almost 15 seasons. It was a long way.
It's a long way, yes.
Now I relegated with the driver, same as you, but now building a different driver. It has way more talent, so it's been very hard, you know, when your driver has too much talent.
Yes.
You don't have room for other skills, so the way up is way harder. I found it easier to have a good pace with that driver earlier on when I had a less talented driver. Things will change, or it will eventually change when the last resign is done, because I will be able to, you know, to add some motivation and some aggressivity. But
Yes,
right now my pace is hideous, you know. hideous. It's horrible.
yes, it's the problem with the drivers. If you take a driver in amateur with high talent, it is impossible to keep him until master or elite, because the talent takes too much of the overall. But when you choose a driver with 150 talent, then maybe you keep him until elite. But with 150 talent in elite, it's unusable.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
I wanted to take, you know, I'm not very concerned if this doesn't work. I relegate and do it all over again. No, I'm not. I'm not afraid to fail. So, and of course, I'm now more experienced. Back then, I was a very young manager. Now I'm a veteran, so I thought I would be very prepared to take the risk. We see how it goes.
Well, the most important thing is the fun with this game. Like I said, I saw often managers in elite or master, things not gone well, and dropping down to amateur. And I did this one time, but these are 2-3 seasons where there is no fun. Therefore, I choose. I will never step down for a driver or do something like that, because I will pay the driver maybe 500,000 more, but to have fun with this game.
But sometimes you need a different challenge, you know? It's not always about winning. Otherwise,
No.
we'll all be like super rookies, you know?
Yes.
And always going the easy way and winning races without much effort. I think it's interesting to take a different challenge, even if you're a veteran, like it is in my case. I wanted to try the hard way, and
Of course, it would be nice to win in every league. You promote to win pro, win master, but it's important to make the achievements to place them at a realistic level. When the next season I will improve, and I hope and to make top 10 results, not top 5, but at the end of the season top 10 as an objective. It's not all winning, of course. It's impossible to win always, but to make the objectives to high objectives, but realistic.
well, there's people that apparently are trying to hunt achievements. It's not my case, but we sort of have a little competition within the team to see who gets more achievements. You know, it's a close challenge between Roland, Paulo, and our retiree Jan Pavlicek.
Pavlicek, yes.
He pops up in our Skype chat once in a while, and he's always asking me if he was overtaking with the achievements and so. And I don't know, it's something that spices things up within the team. But What do you think, that there are people that are here only for the achievements? I can think of a case or two.
Well, these achievements are a nice thing, and like you said, super rookies. It's nice after every race to have their pop up new achievement. But I don't know what 32% of the achievements, and amateur is it's not hard to achieve the records, but in pro it's hard. It's hard to win races. It's hard to make fastest laps. Well, in your case, in your team, there are some of the best managers of this game, and therefore, when I see how long Postal is and Elite, it's something incredible. And to stay so long in Elite and to make the achievements, to win the races, that's something. Well, it's hard to find someone to compare with him.
He's one of the people that has been at Elite for the longest time. From the people that are currently at Elite, I think Christos might be the older Elite we have. I'm not sure. We might need to check that. But I think probably Bobo, yes.
Okay.
Bobo.
Well, yeah. Well, I often check, scan and check what these best managers are doing, and every few races I look at the Roland, Bobolis, Dimitroglu, now Jan Welski as well, to see how they balance, how's the balance of the finances, how is the situation with the sponsors. Well, from these managers, you can only learn.
They take very big risks at times. You know, it's not always that you can perform very well every single season. Sometimes you need to take a cheaper tire, and you cannot guarantee the results on races. So they do take risk with the sponsor thing. It's not. I remember when I first promoted to Elite that it was season 40. Things were a bit different. You know, it was before Energy, and sponsors were more polarized. You have the top guys that had lots of sponsors, and there was a little bit of a mafia there. I remember some of the top eliters discussing the sponsors they had in private, and some of them were backing up when the other was pushing for a sponsor, and they made their arrangements, you know.
Yes,
and they divided the sponsors, the best ones, of course, and it was hard to break that ceiling, you know, to get there and be between them, and be one of the people taking the best sponsors. So when you promoted, it was hard to sign sponsors and stay at Elite. Now even the top managers have a little bit more difficulty to sign sponsors. So things are a bit more balanced.
Equal, yes. I saw with Roland this season that he's not pushing, that the sponsors are few. Maybe he's reserving them on the reserve bench for the next or the 2 seasons.
If you don't need sponsors, you might want to keep them for.
Yes, maybe he's preparing to retire as well.
Well, if you're paying taxes, then you might try.
I don't like taxes.
I don't like it.
I pay them anyway. The Cipro fee taxes me anyway. Oh, well, that was one change that came as consequence when energy was introduced, and I think it was a good change. You know, on one hand, the 100 clear track risk era ended, and on the other hand, all this sponsor situation got balanced, and then you could see new players staying as elite for a bit longer, and being able to train drivers, because it was a little bit hard to train a driver back then. If you had to use a cheap tire and add aggressivity to your driver, it was highly likely that you couldn't retain. There were too many expensive tires. I remember that I went straight for Michis the first season I was at Elite, if I recall correctly. And it was practically the only way to retain back then. Everyone was on expensive tires, so if you wanted to train a driver with cheap tires, then you had a high risk of relegating. I don't miss the old times.
Well, I don't. I'm playing since season 47 or 48, and this case with Michis was in Elite, I presume.
Now everyone is using Badger in Elite. Seems to
yes.
work fine.
The
If you want
best
to
tire
make
at the
money,
moment on the market.
Badger seems nice.
Yes, but they are even not expensive for pro with what are the 3.4 millions.
Yeah.
That is Master 3, no?
Yes, that's Master 3.
Oh, it's finished. Oh,
Oh, you're in the podium. Congratulations.
thank you.
Kamal is in the podium.
Congrats.
I was first 10 minutes ago. I don't know where I lost my position.
Maybe
You got-
energy loss.
Did I have a mistake or something? Because my pit was all right. Yeah, podium anyway. I did a mistake.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch.
It's okay. I take it anyway.
It happens.
This was a short race.
Yeah, very short.
Not even 1 hour and a half. When I started watching the race, when I was on the bus, I saw the laps were taking slightly more than 1 minute. So I thought the race is going to end early. And we didn't have a quorum here to do the streaming because there were no people joining. I blame all of you.
No, I think it's something. This one is a good idea. It needs advertise, and it needs top managers as guests. Everything now, young is a.
The problem is that if you don't get to people compromise to join, it's very hard to do the streaming. You know, I was alone waiting for anyone to join, and I was alone here for maybe 20 minutes after I posted the link at the forum. On the other hand, I was trying to get people to plan a little bit, to say, okay, this day I can join, and then in the last minute they tell me they can't. So I don't know it would be a good idea to do some features, like inviting a guest
Yes.
and do an interview. Maybe that would be interesting. I don't know, because I don't want to lose the spontaneous factor, that keep it casual, like players talking about the game. It might get a little bit serious and have a different vibe. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I guess a 5-minute interview can't hurt, and we can see some people that they will not come otherwise. So it could be a good thing, maybe.
Yes, I was here. I met some I was-
5-minute interview can't hurt, I think.
Yes, for sure. And when there are top managers with elite experience, I enjoyed hearing Jan what he had to say. Of course, he didn't answer all the questions, but it was okay. And I don't understand. There are a few thousand of people on the race evenings online, and I think it's advertised and experienced managers here, and then the interest will rise.
Well, I didn't know if I could make it tonight. I was on the bus, and as you can see, I joined pretty late. It was over past. We were like 40 minutes into the race when I was able to start the streaming. Hello, Ivan.
Yes?
I'm hearing myself.
Really? Oh, come on. Still not working. Yeah, I gotta try this later. You still hear yourself?
It's okay now.
It's
So it wasn't me then.
As long as the kid does not start shouting again.
No, not shouting. That wasn't me.
It was hysteric, I'm very,
I have a small brother.
you know.
So it seems I showed up in the end of the race. I'm trying to see the small letters in there, and seems like a lucky bastard got the fastest lap in that group. So yeah, I'm all smiles today.
You made the fast lap?
Yes, yes.
I didn't
That
see
was the
that.
plan. That was the only objective tonight.
Nice objective.
Well, it's 1 million. It's still money. And since I'm not going to win it, I might at least get the extra money.
And you finished
even
6th.
sure.
It's good.
Can I say something, Ivan? That sounds like a rookie's objective,
Yeah.
The rookie.
It's not to
risk and want to get the fastest lap. I don't. Maybe they use.
It's not the rookie objective. It's the objective of someone that is avoiding an accidental promotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend you. You know that you're so important that you're avoiding an accidental promotion.
Yeah, he's making money.
I have more money now than at the start of the season, so yeah, I can say that.
You and Joaquin.
But he's never going to promote, He picks Michelini tires and he still doesn't promote.
He just won the Top Dis Prime at the end of the season. That's it.
At least I promote from time to time, even if it's just for relegation on the following season. Yeah.
Maybe if I promote, I would take a Badia next season. I don't know if I can see a good driver.
Maybe you could be the next elite champion on season 74. Would be interesting.
I don't think so.
I
don't
would
have,
definitely.
I need some backup sponsors to do that.
I definitely would like to jump straight into the elite fight, maybe in a couple of seasons. Right now, it's not going to happen.
Are you challenging Ivan Kamal?
Oh, we can do.
Yes.
We can race in PP if you want.
74?
No, I'm not going for 74. Maybe. No, not 74. Might happen in a couple of seasons. Right now, it's not the timing. Perhaps in 2020, maybe we'll see that. It will depend on how this season and the next one will go on. So far, I'm not displeased, but the preparation is still at middle right now. I'm trying to read who is the other guy in this chat. The name is a little small on my phone. I can't see properly.
In the chat, we have Jani Kapainen, JQ.
Really?
Yes. Joaquin Quintana Ortiz. And we have someone called Dutch UK Racing, but I don't know who that is.
No, I'm trying to read who is this Mato. I'm not sure who is Mato. Which group are you from then?
I'm actually amateur 84.
Oh, I have good memories from that group.
Well, everyone has good remembers from amateur.
Well, if someone does not have good memories from amateur group, then you might have a lot of work to do.
A bad mentor. Well,
It's been a long time.
I stepped down from pro for 2 seasons. I took my driver in pro last season, and this season is a promote season.
That feels sweet.
As
Promoting against inexperienced people.
To build up some money and some sponsors.
Well, not many sponsors, but yeah. Last time I was in amateur, we could still negotiate with 10 sponsors at the same time. Those were the days.
Well,
now
5 are enough. Actually, the max is 5, but it's easier, of course, in confronting with pro.
Yes, since you can only negotiate with 5 sponsors, in a way you should have less competition. So it might be good or easier for amateur managers to negotiate with the sponsors. I assume you can take them all green, but 5 is still less than 10.
Yes.
Well, first time I came to Master, I brought like 12 ongoing negotiations because it was the 10 sponsors from amateur and 2 straight promos.
You had signed sponsors. The cap was always 10.
I mean, ongoing negotiations, which
not ongoing negotiations, just
yes,
some signed sponsors plus 10 negotiations.
I had 10 ongoing plus 2 promotion sponsors, so that makes 12.
Now I get it. Sorry, I missed that part.
But that's not going to happen again. Unless I start freezing all the promotion sponsors again.
Well, but even if you could negotiate with 10 sponsors in the league, I think in leagues like
in Elite you can, yes.
Yeah, but you will not finish. I think that 10 sponsors in leagues like Masters and Elite is too hard because of the division, you know.
Maybe. I don't want to be cocky, but it's not as hard as you think. As long as you can score decent results, and you should. Yes.
Hello, Ivan Soga.
Yes, but by the way, I should mention This is Ivan Silva, not Stiva.
No,
The
you get confused all the time.
So many events.
There was another one that was Angelic a couple of seasons ago. He promoted, never came back.
Ivan
But
Silva
he's
didn't want to change his livery. I recall that. He didn't
the
want
color
to.
of my livery.
No, Stiva. He didn't want to change his livery to match yours.
Yeah, and I was not going to wear a livery from Croatia either.
I knew him. He was about 2 seasons ago. He was in Elite, something like that.
Last season.
Last season, maybe, yes.
Yes. People also confused with me. Then they noticed that he was in Elite and he was not picking PP Rally tires. So
It's your double account.
I've been called worst.
Wow, Jasper felt insulted because someone called him Joaquin Quintana today. It was Ahmed.
I'm not reading the comments.
A bit upset because he was being dropped by Jasper.
Oh yeah, the Ivan Salfa was the other guy. Oh, I don't remember where that guy is right now. There is also another Silver in my group.
Edwin.
So yeah, I guess I picked the most random name ever.
Well, Silva is a pretty common surname for Brazilians, Portuguese, and even all the Latin and some Spanish people have the surname Silva. Here in Argentina, we have quite many Silva.
In Portugal, it is the most usual surname. Yes, that is true. Meanwhile, how was the elite race? Did we have a winner different from Jan? Or is it going to win all the other races?
I missed the action.
And you're gonna straight to the last lap. Yeah, right. Oh, what a surprise! Oh my god, what is that? Nope. So should we congratulate him? I think it is pretty safe to say he is on a dominant season, probably more dominant than the previous one. So it is expected for him to win back-to-back titles. And I'm waiting for him to run out of money until I strike at the elite.
That never
So there you go. That's my plan.
I'm afraid that we are in the young Belsk era, you know?
The what?
In the young era. It's a new era.
Oh yeah, I just did not understand how you pronounced it.
It's not about Roland Puzzle anymore. Now it's young.
He wrote something like that on the team chat a couple of months ago, I think. It was the exact same quote. So I was wondering where you got that. But yeah, I have followed this progress, and many people have criticized the fact that he continuously picked PP Rally tires in Elite. The fact is, each time he picked those tires, you would make a lot of money because it is a very cheap relegation season. Most of times it would be cheaper than doing a season with a driver under 160 overall in Master. So that's how he made a profit. Plus the promotion sponsors were just sick. Come on, I'm not gonna say numbers, but you can imagine.
Jan said that he has not used them all. That he still has.
I believe that, yes.
He said,
but he still has enough. I'm not talking about the number of sponsors he got, but just the single amount of one sponsor. It is very high.
How much are we talking about?
Come on, you know how much we are talking about.
No, I wanted to say it. How
I
much?
know.
I would say over 2 million safely.
2 million
Not going to give straight
Maybe
numbers,
more?
but most promoters get over 2 million easily. I have got over 2 million over several times, so that makes the difference. As long as you know when to activate the sponsors, you didn't really need it because you had a big wallet.
Big
Yes,
one.
I think that he has actually 5 active sponsors. That he's something about 6.5 million in the sum, because
It's more than that.
I
Trust me,
don't
it's more than that.
maybe, but because I
You just need to see the balance before and after the race.
yes, I
Yeah,
analyzed a few races of him and of Roland.
it's possible to analyze that, but you must take in account the expenditures that he has with staff and facilities. And you can check on the statistics that he has the highest staff and facilities in the game.
Yes, yes.
You know,
I
you know,
think
you know how, you know exactly how much money the staff and facilities take. So it's an easy.
No, it's not.
but
No.
but you need to know how much on facilities he has.
You know the level.
You can try to calculate it. You can go check his testing sessions and see how much staff experience he has and do the averages. And you possibly can get the average level of facilities he has. It might take a while. Yeah, if you have patience to look for that, you can find out.
No,
If I recall correctly, Jan said he had a script that checked the expenditures and collected the data for him.
his own data.
He had a spider to do that.
To collect his own
Jan,
data.
I'm sorry?
To collect his own data or the data from other managers.
He was tracking on the movements at the lead. He said it streaming a couple of streamings ago. Maybe it was last streaming, if I recall correctly. He said that he knew exactly how much money his driver.
It's not hard to figure it out.
Perhaps you need to keep track of it.
Do I keep track? No, I'm not an elite, so I have no need to do this sort of tracking. I do other sort of tracking, such as manager activity, but no more than that. To do the tracking on the staff and the expenditures that people have, it's like I say, you can know how much staff experience a guy has. I will assume everyone has the technical skill at 100 and perhaps motivation as well. The staff trainables, it's not easy. It's not hard to guess how much people have.
Check this. We have a confession here.
No, turn that off.
Jasper says that he had a 3.6 million bonus sponsor 10 seasons ago. I wonder what league was he at? Not what league.
He says it's on pro.
How many races he was offered for that contract?
Probably not many. Must say it is a good number, yeah. But I wouldn't say it's for many races.
How many races he got offered?
because I would say that there are promotion sponsors from people leaving Rookie, and you get like really low amounts of money for like 50 races. So I guess there is a reverse relation.
Or races, smaller amounts.
Smaller amounts, more races, bigger amounts, less races. That is my theory. I think it applies.
I think it checks.
There might be exceptions, but yeah. Oh, seems everyone's leaving. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to do the same now.
Kamal rejoined.
I am about to go play football in 15 minutes, so
Now
I need to drive. I don't play in the mornings like you do.
I played at this morning.
Midday,
Yeah,
lunchtime.
midday, lunchtime.
Well, I don't have the time for that. Only 1 hour lunchtime, but I also prefer to do it after dinner.
Yeah, it's nice.
Let's see if at least I win the match.
Well, guys, then we are going to cut it here.
Yeah, right. I'm also going to leave now. Perhaps next time or next week we might have a better attendance. If you get a champion in here, perhaps the people would like to see him hit again.
Well, Maxime Cotto said he was interested, so maybe we can get an exclusive interview with Maxime Cotto. He has enough trophies to be an interesting guest.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
That will be great.
I'm
Yep,
really going to
thank
leave
you.
now. See ya.
See ya.
See you.